and we talked about law enforcement, we talked about housing, we talked about education, we talked about just different things and what would have a good impact. And when we started really talking about housing, and I had said that one of the biggest challenge that the tribe has is the lack of housing. And I think Mark was sharing the stories about how if you give home ownership to somebody, that's something that we don't have here, home ownership, that they would be able to have more pride and feel the self-worth and everything. So what we did was had a good discussion on that, and that's where we had to try to find a way to do that. And we have our micro lending program called Koro Yate. And that's what the idea is, we try to inject some funds into this program so that our members would have the ability to borrow and start a project of their own for a starter home and gain that ownership. So I know Joe, Chad, are you on Oyate?
Chad and
Steve. So at this time, what I want to do is ask the Oyate group to come up, and maybe Mark and Ron, if you would come to the mic, and if you want to share anything, and then we'll have a presentation of your donation and acceptance. I'll have Joe and Chad go up there as well. Steve's on that board too.
Okay.
So I'll just let you guys talk, Ron and Mark, and then we'll have a presentation and discussion.
Yeah, thank you, Chairman. No, like the Chairman and I started talking, I think it was probably more than a year ago, and I visited a couple times over here, and we're brainstorming, and the Chairman was so kind to give me a tour and show me some housing and ideas I had, and we were developing the wind project across the river, and utilized your assistance as far as anything that we might find in excavations, and it worked out, the partnership worked out excellent, and because they had a project that went nicer for Fagan Inc., the construction company, and of course Mark Noyes is with Con Edison here, and they were a great customer to work for, and so it was a win-win for everybody, and nobody got hurt during the construction, and everything worked very, very well. And Mark, you want to add anything on there?
Mr. Chairman, again, thank you very much for your insights when we met here. As I think all of you know, we now own the wind project across the river, part of the community now, and we look forward to supporting the tribe. We look forward to sharing more thoughts together, and we certainly look forward to being a good part of the community. Thank you.
Okay, so go ahead.
And also keep in mind, Chairman, we'd like to build about 500 more of these over there with you guys, so in the future, worth dreaming about, you know. And it's the cleanest energy in the world, and so it's you guys are blessed to have great wind and great opportunities. But anyway, thank you, Chairman, and all your members for hosting our project, and we appreciate it very much, and you're very enjoyable to spend time with and work with. Thank you.
So what I'll do is I'll have you guys come up
Okay.
with your presentation, and I don't know, Joe, do you want to say anything? And then what we'll do is when they do the presentation, I'll ask council to come through and stand behind them and then shake their hands. And if any of the council would like to say anything as well, you can. But go ahead, Joe.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd just like to say that the Oyate Community Development Corporation is a 501c3. It's a certified CDFI, Community Development Financial Institution. We have some starter loans for some small businesses that we have out, and we were trying to find how do we work on this challenge that we have with the housing. And when the chairman told me about this opportunity, we were very excited and seen a couple of projects that we could probably utilize as models to implement the use of this funds towards providing home ownership opportunities. We're very, very pleased and very excited. So I just want to express our appreciation on behalf